Think you know the Lion King? Well, guess again. This time, we're going behind the scenes of Simba's epic journey with two unlikely stars, Timon and Pumbaa. That's right, folks. This is The Lion King 3, Hakuna Matata, and we're about to find out that while Simba was busy finding his place in the circle of life, Timon and Pumbaa were on their own wild adventure. And in typical Timon fashion, he's taking control of the story. Buckle up for a hilarious retelling of how Timon and Pumbaa's antics shaped the events of The Lion King, only this time, it's all about them. Our story begins with Timon, the outcast of his meerkat colony. While the others are busy digging tunnels and avoiding predators, Timon dreams of something bigger, something beyond the dusty plains. But when you're not exactly cut out for tunnel life, you tend to get into a bit of trouble. And that's exactly what happens. Classic Timon, always getting into sticky situations. Needless to say, his family isn't thrilled. Timon decides he's had enough of the underground life. He sets out on a solo journey to find his own destiny, away from the expectations of his colony. But Timon isn't really the wandering hero type. He stumbles across Rafiki, the wise old mandrill, who gives him cryptic advice: look beyond what you see. So, what does Timon see? A new adventure. One that will lead him to the oasis and, eventually, a life free from worries. Sounds perfect, right? But let's be real, Timon wasn't going to make it on his own. Enter Pumbaa, a lovable warthog with an unfortunate gas problem, but a heart as big as the plains. The pair quickly hit it off, Timon, the brains, and Pumbaa, well, he's got his own unique skills. Yeah, that's one way to clear a path. After wandering through the wilderness, the duo stumbles upon the ultimate paradise, a lush, green oasis where there are no worries, no predators, and certainly no responsibilities. And that's how Hakuna Matata was born. It's a life of no stress, no problems, and endless relaxation. Just what Timon always wanted, right? But, of course, paradise isn't perfect. Timon and Pumbaa quickly learn that even in a place without worries, things can get a little complicated. As much as Timon wanted a life of ease, boredom starts to set in. And Pumbaa? Well, he's happy as long as there's plenty to eat. But all that changes when a certain someone crashes into their world. Cue the unexpected arrival of Simba. This poor little lion cub is lost, exhausted, and in need of some serious help. And guess who's going to take him under their wing? Yup, Timon and Pumbaa, the least likely babysitters you could ever imagine. Timon's not exactly thrilled about the idea, but Pumbaa convinces him to give the little guy a chance. After all, what's the worst that could happen? And so begins a beautiful friendship. Simba joins their carefree lifestyle, and the trio lives it up in the oasis, Hakuna Matata style. But as Simba grows up, Timon and Pumbaa start to notice something different about him. He's not like them, and sooner or later, the past he's running from is bound to catch up. Simba may be living the Hakuna Matata life now, but deep down, he knows he can't escape his responsibilities forever. And for Timon and Pumbaa? Well, they're about to get dragged into a much bigger adventure than they ever imagined. What started as a quest for a carefree life is about to take a sharp turn, but for now, the trio is sticking together. Through thick and thin. Timon and Pumbaa may think they're just two carefree guys living in paradise, but little do they know, they're about to play a huge role in Simba's destiny. But how does that happen? Well, that's for you to find out. There's plenty of mischief, laughs, and even some surprises along the way. So, how will this trio of unlikely friends face the challenges ahead? And what role will Timon and Pumbaa really play in the battle for Pride Rock? But hey, you didn't hear that from me. To see how it all goes down, you'll have to watch the rest of the movie yourself. So there you have it, the hilarious, heartfelt story of how Timon and Pumbaa found their place in the Lion King universe. From a quirky meerkat colony to their own slice of paradise, these two have been through it all. Hakuna Matata may be their motto, but who knew they'd end up becoming such an important part of Simba's story?